Hey there, if you're listening to this podcast right now, you're probably into cryptids and monsters. Well, if you have a creative spark, you can always join us in our first ever Supernatural Selection zine project. For 2024, we are doing cryptid encounters, where you can draw or write a encounter with a cryptid of your choice, and we'll put it in the zine. The current submission window is from early January to late June. If you're interested in finding out more, you can always go to supernaturalselectionpod.com/zines. That is ZINES. Now back to the show.
So yeah, if I hate something, we have to talk about it in the show then.
That's pretty much it. I mean,
Sounds
same
like a
thing with
roll.
cryptids and monsters or whatever that fucking website is.
Yeah, Phantoms and Monsters.
Yes.
Now, Mike, do you want to say what you said that made me hate it?
Oh, that, the Frog Facts got a good reception. It has me all hopped up.
Yeah, and fuck you. So,
Which is the same pun that I went with to close the episode.
yes,
so.
and I hated that too. So I'm just being consistent. So, And hello, welcome to Supernatural Selection. I'm your host, Kevin Heyman. With me this week is Mike the Skeptic. Mike, how you doing?
I'm froggy.
God, fuck off. And we've got Mr. David Davis. David, how are you?
I am well enough, I suppose.
Not turgid?
No, not turgid.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're
Depends
not
on how
doing
this
frogs.
episode goes.
Okay, well, we'll see. So, it is Weekend Weird, and we are going to be talking about some news. But first, again, we want to bring up the fact that we have a zine that we're working on. We're going to have a crowdfunding thing for it. Head over to supernatpod.rocks/zines, and you can find out information. Also, you can join us on the Discord to discuss that zine and your submissions. We will be more than happy to talk with you about it. Or anyone about anything, honestly.
Yeah, we want to talk to people.
We're lonesome.
That's all anyone wants, really, when you get down to it. Someone
Pretty much.
to talk to.
I mean, unless you're a misanthrope, but,
Well, even the most misanthropic person needs to, talk to someone, even if it's just, bitch.
Yeah, you gotta at least talk to somebody at the bus stop. So, we also have an update on a previous episode that I need to go into real quick. And this is an episode update I didn't think we would ever have to do. It is an update to All Them Aliens. A book was released recently that I heard about while listening to Mysterious Universe. I went back to listen to it, and yes, it pissed me off. But I had to get the gist of this. I now know the complete program that the aliens are doing and who's actually in charge and the roles of the aliens.
All right.
Yeah. So, the Mantis Cucks are in charge of the whole thing.
Okay.
All right. And what they're doing is they go to a planet and they hybridize with them, and then there's no original creatures left. So, everybody's a Mantis Cuck hybrid. So, they start coming in the 1890s, according to this theory, with the reptilians. And the reptilians are doing all the work until they get their first hybrid breed started, which is the Greys. So the Greys start doing all the grunt work because they're a slave caste. And now they're saying that, as the abduction phenomena has gone on, they've said people start seeing more and more of these alien hybrids that can almost pass as human. Well, now they're saying that in abductions, it's all human-looking hybrids, like there's no Greys anymore. And the basic idea is that there will be no natural humans left. We'll all be Mantis Cuck children. And I guess they get something out of that? I don't know.
Plenty of grandchildren, apparently.
Yeah, grandchildren, and they just get to stand in the corner going, yeah, oh, yeah. So that's the conspiracy. The reptilians were hired hands. The Greys are actually hybrids of us, and the mantis cucks are in charge of the whole damn thing.
Thanks. I hate it.
Yeah, no, I'm not very fond of it either, but there you go. The truth has been revealed.
I think I'm allergic to bullshit because I suddenly have to cough really bad.
Yeah, Mike, how does that make
Fuck,
you
man.
feel?
I'm glad there's clarity in the hierarchy.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot to tell you guys, there's one force that can stop the aliens. The mantis cucks.
Oh.
Love?
God.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
God
it's one of-
himself
It's
will
one
have
of those
to come down.
theories.
Yes, absolutely. God himself will have to come down and free us from our spiritual bondage from the alien mantis cucks.
Spiritual
Like
and
John
literal.
Wick style.
Yeah, oh, that would be badass. Just God with machine guns.
It's just Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
It's also spiritual and literal bondage because of the cuckery.
yes. So, anyway, I just thought it was interesting that, some dude figured it out. And,
I don't know if
wrote a book.
interesting is the right word for that.
Well, it's a follow-up at any rate.
yes. It's definitely a follow-up.
Yes, it's a follow-up, a little bit of throw-up. It's a lot of ups.
Ups everywhere.
Yep, just ups all over the damn place. So, who would like to go first on this? Our weekend weird for the week of, let's see, what's next week? January something. Today's the 11th. So, who wants to go first?
I can go. We were talking about creepy crawlies of the mantis cucks, so
Yeah, let's go with that. You got some insect fucking?
yeah. Well, not necessarily. Well, I certainly hope not, based on the story. But
Okay.
okay, I got this one from Newsweek.
Oh, hell yeah.
Body lotion accused of attracting giant spiders. Spiders goes viral.
Giant. Nothing says moisturizing like giant spiders.
Right. This was December 29th last year by Billy Schwab Dunn.
Billy
So-
Schwabden.
Billy Schwab Dunn. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and read some of this. Arachnophobes look away now. There's a beauty product on the market that people claim attracts spiders.
Joy.
Sephora shoppers are cautioning beauty enthusiasts not to buy Sol de Janeiro Delicia Drenched body butter because they say it brings forth enormous spiders.
Not just any spiders, but enormous spiders.
Right?
Like out of your skin, or they just show up because you smell like butter?
I mean, here's how it goes. This all started when one person wrote a review saying the product, which retails for $22 to $48 online and in Sephora stores, attracts wolf spiders.
Oh dear.
Quote.
Those are the brown guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
are
not terrible.
Yeah,
No,
no.
they're actually good spiders because one, they don't spin webs to clutter up your room, and two, they can bite, but they usually don't bite people, and three, they eat insects.
Yeah.
This has been Spider Facts by Mike.
Yes.
No, wolf spiders are they're pretty bro. They're pretty bro spiders.
They're very high on the spider brodom tiers.
Okay.
Yeah. Quote, if you're scared of wolf spiders, watch out for these lotions, LOL. I wanted to love them so bad, but one of the ingredients is like, when I put it on instantly, one will come out. Normally, I'll see one every 3 years. Use this and it was every day. I stopped using it and haven't seen one since. The 1-star review reads.
Wow.
I'm going to continue. Quote, oh, and one time the spider wanted to eat whatever ingredient it is so bad that it chased me. I swear on everything. I'd run left, it ran left. I ran right, it ran right. Like it was legit following the scent. And no, the scent isn't that good. Nothing a $5 vanilla cream can't match. So yeah, do be careful if you're frightened of spiders, especially the big wolf ones.
Wow.
No, I don't know. This sounds like it could just be like a shit post review, because
Maybe. Or you're glazing yourself.
it could be, yeah. This post has since birthed a handful of reviewers who have written similar claims on the Sephora website. Quote, I like the smell and the consistency. However, every time I've worn it, I've noticed spiders, one person wrote. Quote, if you're a fan of soft, hydrated skin with a tropical scent that screams vacation and spiders, then this is the cream for you. Had to call multiple people because I can't even sleep in my own house anymore. There is a literal family of wolf spiders living in every room of my house, said another. Yeah,
Well,
so it sounds to me
this
like
is
this is all
amazing.
just a LARP. This is all just a LARP, but it's still fun.
I just
Well,
if you like hydrated skin and spiders, that just
Right.
I love
Long
that.
walks in the moonlight.
one ex-user posted an image of an alleged wolf spider bite after using the body butter, while an amateur investigator on r/Sephora subreddit wrote about applying a sample of the lotion on a piece of tissue. They said it allegedly attracted 8 spiders in a single day.
Jesus.
Another redditor said that if the cream contains farnesyl acetate, disobutyl phthalate, and hexadecyl, and there's a chance that spiders could be attracted to it. Quote, there is a 2-component female-produced pheromone of spider. It basically signals for sexual communication, they wrote.
Getting spiders all
mantis cuck
horned up.
The chemical analysis reveals that farnesyl acetate, I'm not going to read those again, of the spider webs exhibited higher relative abundance in sexually receptive females. Quote, also, 2 choice behavioral essays verified that the blend of those chemicals attracted males. Summary combined those chemicals at the right dosage, and it might bring all the thirsty spider boys to your yard, because it may also smell like a thirsty girl spider.
Oh my god.
They didn't know if the product that's, they clarified in their post, didn't know if the product itself contained the chemicals, but they said they're commonly used in skincare in general, and we as consumers do not know what is actually in the fragrance part of the ingredient list. So yeah, it's, okay, here we go, from the company. However, a Sol de Janeiro representative rubbished the claims that the Delicia Drench body butter could attract spiders and clarified that it doesn't contain those chemicals. We take the safety and concerns of its consumers seriously, they told Newsweek. The brand carefully selects each ingredient for maximum efficacy and have banned the use of over 100 cosmetic ingredients in its formulations, remaining at the forefront of... This isn't getting to the spiders.
Yeah, no, I mean,
This
They're
is,
not denying the spiders.
spin.
yeah,
They're spinning this. They're not addressing the spider problem.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Newsweek-
not, in fact, discussed the giant spider invasion.
Newsweek also reached out to Sephora for comment. Hey, does your lotion have spiders in it?
Is it full of
man.
spider cummies?
Oh, man. Ugh.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so it's more than likely this is just a LARP, but it's fun.
Yeah,
fun.
it's at least not hurting anybody.
Yeah, I mean, if you can find tarantulas in your bananas, I'm sure you can find spiders in your body butter.
That's true.
Man, imagine if Mary Jane started using this, how would Peter react?
Oh, he'd be all over.
I think I've seen a comic about that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it was one of those Japanese ones that you have to go to a certain website for.
Yeah, I believe in the old days they called those Tijuana Bibles.
All right, but yeah, so just a simple little, but like, oh man, can you imagine like being able to summon all the spiders just by like putting on body butter?
Oh, that would be great.
You would be a spider god.
Spider God. Spider God. Spider God.
Just really horny Peter Parker.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Yep. So yeah, no, just a little fun one for us. Like obviously, yeah. Like you remember the 3 Wolf Moon T-shirt?
Yes,
And
that
the review
wolf
attached
spiders.
to that one. You remember the review that joke review that went viral
Oh, yeah,
for it?
No, what was it?
Oh, it's great. I don't have it on me. I can look for it, but
It was something about like attracting women or something.
Oh,
They couldn't,
okay.
like,
yeah. Let
couldn't
me
be
let me
left
see if I
alone
can find it because that was really funny. It was probably also like super crass too.
oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Let me look.
I don't think it was that crass, but it definitely was like.
Oh, and everybody kind of took off with it after that, and everybody started doing one.
It was basically nothing that a Axe body spray
Yeah.
ad wouldn't have done.
It's kind of like those reviews of the sugar-free gummies where every single one of them is about my ass was blasting.
But that's rooted in truth because
Yeah, no, I know, but like some of those reviews are people that did not order it and just wanted to talk about diarrhea. So,
But this seems like the initial review may be suspect.
right.
Yeah,
people
yeah.
just, like,
The guy's like,
glomming onto
I had
it.
to make sure the shirt fit my sizable girth. All the women wanted me.
Oh, just a camping tent with that printed all over it.
Here, I'll read just a little bit of it.
Okay.
This item has wolves on it, which makes it intrinsically sweet and worth 5 stars by itself. But once I tried it on, that's when the magic happened. After checking to ensure that the shirt would properly cover my girth, I walked from my trailer to Walmart with the shirt on and was immediately approached by women. The women knew from the wolves on my shirt that I, like a wolf, am a mysterious loner who knows how to howl at the moon from time to time, if you catch my drift. The women that approached me wanted to know if I could be their boyfriend and or give them money for something they called mehef. Mehef. Yeah, they spelled mehef.
Mehef.
I told them no because they didn't have enough teeth, and frankly, a man with a wolf shirt couldn't settle for the first thing that comes across to him.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's one of those, but I feel like the spider one is the same thing.
Yeah, no, it also reminds me of that breedable Pokemon thing Mike started reading at the end of last
Christ,
week.
No, don't remind me of that.
Okay.
No one needs to remember the breedable Pokemon.
No.
No, I'm very used to that fucking copy pasta, so.
Yeah. So, thank you for that, David. I'm glad we I feel like we should order some and experiment.
If it wasn't 25 feckin' dollars, sure.
That's fair.
It was like,
like
$6,
I've been
$7,
into like
$8.
a skin care store with Holly from time to time, like a beauty supply store, because that's the thing you do. And I think we have like an Ulta, and like the cost of this shit amazes me.
Oh yeah, it's a scam.
Yeah, just wild stuff, but
weird wild stuff there.
Weird wild stuff, and maybe if they advertised it, if they put the spiders first in the advertisement, I'd be more into it, because then it's like, no, there's value in the spiders. I would love a collection of wolf spiders.
Oh man, you come up with like a little mascot, like on cereal, like Cuddles the wolf spider, and put him on the label, and like I'd buy it.
Someone needs to we should just buy like 55-gallon drums and rebrand it. Sell it for like $50 a jar.
Cuddles spider skin cream.
Yes.
I bought a new moisturizing mask, and it seems to attract anacondas.
But it don't want none unless I got buns on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, thank you for that, David. That was ridiculous and kind of wholesome. So, Mike, do you want to go next, or should I go next?
I guess I can go next.
Okay.
So not at all tying into what David just had. I came across this article that says the first murder in Antarctica may have been over a game of chess.
Of course it was.
What would have made more sense if it was a game of Monopoly, because that's what drives people to kill.
Yeah. I was going to say they just wouldn't stop farting, but okay.
Well, the long winters.
Yeah.
But this goes back, though. So the USSR established Vostok Station in 1957. And only 2 short years later, the supposed violence between 2 researchers took place. It's not clear exactly what happened or if it happened at all, because, obviously a Soviet station in the 50s, can't really substantiate. They're not going to tell you if it happened or not.
Here's the thing.
It's no murder.
None of this surprises me.
Yeah.
No, it's no murder. In fact, we had baby. 2 men, we have baby.
Yeah, this will come as no shock for fans of Cold War history that records from that far back involving unsavory actions by scientific heroes of the Soviet Union might not have survived.
No shit.
It's equally likely that the U.S. might just make some shit up about those dastardly Soviets to impress upon folks how unhinged communists really are. Those red commie bastards, one of them killed the other in a game of chess.
Choked to death on the queen.
But the story seems to trace back to a reputable paper, if still sketchy, source. A 1985 piece in the Wall Street Journal cited unnamed NASA psychologists in a story about the stress of living in the Antarctic.
Right.
It is a Saturday night, one of the world's most remote outposts, and Navy steelworker Barton Brillo Prentice is waving a bottle of high-octane Chilean liquor over his head. "I foresee adventure tonight," he shouts. The next day, after a sleepless night, he wanders glassy-eyed through the mess hall here, mumbling to himself. Mr. Prentice's drinking binge ends Monday morning as he stares with bloodshot eyes into a coffee cup. I can't look at myself in the mirror anymore, says Mr. Prentice, who is 30 years old but appears to be 15 years older. I drink too much. Yeah, no shit.
You're Russian.
No, he's not. I don't think he's Russian.
This guy's not Russian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like many of the 1,000 U.S. sailors, scientists, and others stationed here each year, Mr. Prentice loves the unspoiled wilderness, the challenging work, and the camaraderie, but he hates the boredom and isolation. We work ourselves to death, he says, tears welling up in his eyes. Then we drink ourselves to death.
Jesus Christ.
Very healthy.
Yeah, no, that's coping.
Alcohol abuse is rampant in Antarctica.
Coping juice.
Here's the thing. I've seen a documentary about all this. I believe it was called The Thing.
Oh, yes. But alcohol abuse is rampant in Antarctica. A University of Oklahoma study in 1970 estimated that the typical man here outdrinks his U.S. counterpart 9-1.
Holy God.
Jesus
drug
Christ.
Drug abuse is a nagging problem in the U.S. South Pole Station, where several Antarctic veterans say the marijuana has regularly been cultivated under lamps during past winters. Oh, no.
Oh, it's not the Maheth?
Not the marijuanas.
Yeah.
That's gonna, that's
I don't
reefer
even count
madness.
that as a fucking drug anymore.
Yeah, that's reefer madness.
Right. No, now can you imagine a bunch of, drunk, isolated scientists on speed?
Oh, God.
I can imagine the entire place being torn apart.
Jesus Christ.
But alcohol and drugs are... Oh, sorry. That cut you off.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, with speed, it would look like the fucking Dyatlov Pass.
It'd be very clean, though.
Yes.
But alcohol and drugs are just two of the social and psychological problems of life on, quote, the ice, as it's known locally. The 6-month-long Antarctic day can spark chronic insomnia known as the Big Eye, while the 6-month night can cause depression and mild paranoia. So let me try that again. Mild paranoia, or in rare instances, can cause people to go berserk. The Soviets, who maintain 7 scientific stations here, have already applied one lesson. According to NASA psychologists, cosmonauts have been forbidden to play chess in space ever since a Russian in the Antarctic murdered a colleague with an axe after losing a chess game.
Holy fuck.
Wow. That's way more hardcore than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It sounds like it could be a real nightmare. Unlike Arctic bases, Antarctic researchers are cut off from resupply during the 6 months of near total darkness known as winter. Add that the functional yet Spartan buildings, bleak landscape, and unchanging entertainment options and faces, at least until internet came into the poles, you've got a slow stew that could send even the strongest minds packing.
Right.
So, yeah.
It sounds like it's set up for a great fucking movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like
with
no,
an
just
axe.
Just not even I'm not. I made the joke about The Thing, but you don't even have to have a supernatural element. Yeah. Just literally, just a dude who goes crazy in a Antarctic base.
Murder in the Antarctic, not express.
Blood and snow.
Murder over something so small as the Antarctic. Murder over something so small in the Antarctic. In the Antarctica? That's a weird turn they have there.
Yeah.
I would have said in Antarctica, not in the Antarctica. But I guess if you have the Arctic, I guess you can have the Antarctica.
Now, I wonder what the argument was if this murder did happen. Was it because they the guy's no, we don't do castling?
No.
I don't know.
Castling motherfucker.
No, one of them was just playing with checkers rules while the other one was trying to play a serious game of chess.
Oh, God, could you imagine how upsetting that would be? I'd get an axe.
Oh, God, yeah,
no. Some fucking joker's
dead.
Just do, king me.
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
So let me try this again. Murder over something so small in the Antarctic is not unheard of, even in recent times. In 2018, a Russian researcher was charged with attempted murder after trying to end a fellow researcher who wouldn't quit spoiling the ends of books for him.
Oh my God.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember. I think we talked about it on the show.
Mm-hmm. I also think the common denominator here tends to be the Russians.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Well, Russia has a very... shall we say, bad relationship with alcohol.
I was going to say a bad relationship with itself, but okay.
And that, tends to lead to, the old stabby.
Or the hacky
Or
in
the
this
hacky
case,
hacky,
yeah.
yes. Not the hanky panky. Well, sometimes the hanky panky. But, that's not as bad most of the time.
But nonetheless.
Wow.
And I'm spent.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, God. Clean up after yourself.
Oh, God. Hush. Oh, well, that's fun. I mean, seriously, how many times are we going to hear about murder in Antarctica with the Russians?
Oh, I'm sure it won't be over anytime soon.
Oh, yeah. It'll happen again. Well, thank you for that, Mike. That was
Horrifying?
a little bit horrifying, a little bit funny. Just the right balance.
Just the lighter side of murder.
God, I mean, that'd be a great newspaper article. Like a column, a repeating column.
The lighter side of murder.
Put it right next to the obituaries.
Oh, yeah. There you go. So, guys.
Yeah.
I found the dumbest thing. I had all these stories mapped out, and then I found the dumbest thing. I know you two have seen the video now.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens at a Miami mall. Police say, lol.
Yeah. I've seen stuff about you. You told me a little bit about this, and then someone at work mentioned it because they know we do the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll save my judgment for the end.
All right. So, despite memes and a flurry of speculation online, the Miami Police Department ruled out aliens as a possibility. Article by Calhan Rosenblatt, January 5th, 2024. Teens running, police converging in a gray splotch that appears to be moving. Videos from an outdoor mall in Miami stoked wild claims this week on social media that aliens had landed on Earth, but the truth is far more terrestrial. On Monday, a group of roughly 50 teenagers caused a riot. That's news in and of itself. Roughly 50 teenagers caused a riot at Bayside Marketplace, an outdoor mall roughly 5 miles from South Beach, according to the Miami Police Department. The teens were setting off fireworks, which led to a panic as some assumed there was a shooting, as Miami Police Department Public Information Officer Michael Vega. 4 teens were arrested. Police were dispatched, quote, for crowd control due to the juveniles refusing to leave, Vega said in an email to NBC News. Some businesses were temporarily closed to allow us to clear the area. In the days after the incident, users on social media launched a speculation frenzy homing in on what they describe as Miami Mall aliens. Some suggested police were responding to aliens, not teenagers. Several people reviewed video of the incident circulating online and claimed they could see an alien figure in the grainy footage. Others quickly posted memes. Here's this nice little picture of a gray dressed in some urban apparel with some Timberlands on, holding shopping bags. Mm-hmm. While many of the responses online appeared lighthearted, the posts showed just how quickly and easily misinformation can spread on social media. The response also underscores an uptick in interest in extraterrestrial activity, from hearings in Congress last summer about unidentified aerial phenomenon, or UAPs, to Mexico's Congress showing off what it claimed were non-human aliens. Both of these events also became prime meme fodder. However, Vega said aliens had nothing to do with Monday's incident. Quote, there were no aliens, he wrote in the email. No airports were closed. Nothing is being withheld from the public. LOL. End quote. It's never a good idea to put LOL when you're talking about aliens. It just makes it suspicious.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
True.
You can back me up there, right? Like when the Phoenix Lights happened and they brought a dude out in an alien suit and arrested him. It's bad form. Still, by Friday afternoon, quote, Miami Mall alien was trending on the social media site X. Oh, fuck you, it's Twitter. Quote, 10-foot aliens / creatures caught on camera? fired at inside and outside Miami Mall. Media is silent. Cops are covering it up, saying kids were fighting with fireworks, yet all these cop cars and air traffic stopped that night except for black military choppers and no media coverage, end quote. Claimed one post on X, which on Friday appeared to trigger a slew of conspiracy theories and memes. One person posted what appeared to be an AI image of a generic alien holding shopping bags and joked it was, quote, the Miami Mall alien. Yeah, so that's basically the gist of the story. Now, first off, there were a lot of people on, what's that shit-ass app? TikTok. Talking about this and posting about it and stuff. And, all right, I watched the footage. That is like 3 dudes walking. Like, straight up. Coming from me, the alien nut. That's 3 dudes walking. Cops, actually. So,
yeah, no, I was very, very unimpressed.
Yeah.
Like you were watching earlier, the raw footage, like the actual footage. Before that, I'd only seen like the zoomed in ones. And like from there, you can't even see what it's like who was sitting there poring over every little like square of that video, just trying to look for something. What were they looking for?
I don't know, but I guarantee you they have an Art Bell t-shirt.
Like was someone actually looking for aliens there? Did someone just happen to see? Because it is a very small region of the video.
And when you zoom in on that region of the video, it just turns into
mud.
Blotch.
Yeah.
So, Mike,
yeah,
your opinion of the video itself and the conspiracy.
Like I was saying, I don't see how anybody even came to that conclusion because it's so blotchy. You know,
right.
You can't see it. It could be anything. It could be, you know, fucking Gundam for all I know.
Yeah, no, it could literally be like it's 3 dogs in a trench coat.
Just a lighter splotch on a splotchy dark background that is moving and kind of has the impression that at somewhere in that splotch is at least 1 pair of legs, if not more pairs of legs.
Yeah. So, David, how about you?
I think the only good thing that's going to come out of this is when Rockstar adds this as a little bit to Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh my God, that will be badass. But I do have one very important thought about this. TikTok must be destroyed.
Hey, I've been thinking that for a while.
Yeah, well, this just cemented it for me. TikTok must be destroyed. It is social manipulation on a grand scale and spreading of misinformation, and fuck the algorithm.
I mean, I can't really disagree. I don't think it
should be illegal. I think it should be destroyed.
I don't know for a fact that it's malicious, but it's definitely obviously social engineering just for profit.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a Chinese program to gather data. Like, if people want to use it, let them. And we get interesting stories from it occasionally. I'm not going to use it. Because I literally used it just to watch some TikTok reels about the whole Zach Bagans controversy when we...
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah, like, it's not a program I'm going to use. If people want to use it, let them. But, like, it's also one of the things like, I don't know, I don't trust it. And it's the same reason I'm not on, like, Facebook or...
I mean, I have some...
X, yeah.
I still have my Twitter. I will never call it X. I still have Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and I have, Google. So, that's just a data hoover right there.
Oh yeah.
I just don't need another one of those things. So that's why I'm not bothering with TikTok. I don't think I ever will.
I'm on there and like I attempted to use it for the show and like I could feel my soul withering inside my body and like the algorithm was throwing me crap. Like, Alex Jones is right type stuff. So I bailed.
Yeah. Any platform that like really gave what's his face? Andrew Tate. Like,
yeah, oh fuck
so
that
much
guy.
so much like clout is like, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. So yeah, if you get TikTok on your phone, uninstall it, then set your phone on fire. Because it spreads shit like the Miami Mall alien, which is just some dudes walking.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun. But, one thing that video, the video that I watched had that, like, AI narrator with the AI images and that sort of thing. That's a big thing right now. It's like, it's just crowding.
Yeah.
It's sludge. We talked about it during the Dead Internet Part 2. It's sludge. It's just, And I think that's going to get to one of the questions that we're going to have later on in the episode.
Probably, and if I miss that question, bring it up. But I am also going to say there's also this thing going on about a alien jellyfish spotted in the sky.
Oh, the blob or something?
Yeah, and the thing is, this came out like right after they unveiled a new drone that's inflatable and looks like a jellyfish. And I'm like, come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Look at the news. Anyway, that's it for mine, and we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have 3 more stories, and we'll answer some questions. How's that sound?
That sounds delightful.
All right. Well, we will be right back after this. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin from Supernatural Selection. Are you an independent creator? Do you have a webcomic or an Etsy store? Do you 3D print things? Or are you just looking to get some word out for your Discordian cabal with social terrorism? Well, we'd love to help. And David, I believe you've got some details about how we can help.
Why, certainly. If you go to supernaturalselectionpod.com/contact, that is supernaturalselectionpod.com/contact, you can learn how to advertise with us.
That's right. I believe the rate is $2 per episode. You can't beat that with a stick.
I mean, trust me, we've tried.
Yeah, that's cheap. That's literally cheaper than dirt.
Mm-hmm. And best of all, if you're not sure how to write an ad, we'll do it for you. We'll even record it.
Absolutely. Just let us know what you need in the ad, and we'll be happy to do that for you.
And again, that URL is supernaturalselectionpod.com/contact.
And now, back to the show. And we're back. In between segments, we were talking about high-fidelity images and the fact that I can't appreciate them because of my fucking eyesight. So, all right. Well, David, what have you got for your next story here?
All right. So this one's an older story. This came out in 2015.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, just a little throwback, a little fun bit here. So, let's see if you guys remember this.
Okay.
India's guru of bling accused of tricking 400 followers into cutting off their testicles to meet God.
What the?
Nope, but you got my attention.
Yeah, so we are going to eventually kind of move into cults.
Yes.
Like, just as they relate to the material of the show. But, most cults, considering it's like meeting gods, I think most cults are going to filter into this. But,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know if we do a whole episode on this guy, but this one I got from the National Post. Ishmael N. Darrow is the author. A popular Indian guru and head of the Dira Sasha Sada cult has allegedly tricked hundreds of his followers into being castrated.
Oh, God.
The guy just got parole, I believe, as well.
Okay. This is a little bit Marshall Applewhite.
Yeah. Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh, a popular Indian guru and head of the Dera Sachasada spiritual group, has allegedly tricked hundreds of his followers into being castrated.
Oof.
Yikes. Hundreds?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hundreds. So 400 of his followers into taking part in the mass castrations by convincing them it was the only way to personally connect with God.
Before you move on, I'm just going to say, if you could be convinced to cut your balls off, maybe you should have your balls cut off.
Yeah. Oh, and then what we'll do is we'll also just do a quick Google to see if there's any updates. Because again, this is
Sure.
a 2015, but I saw it and I'm like, you know what? We should talk about this.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The only victim to have come forward so far, and this is of 2015, is Hans Rons Chauhan, who said the castrations began around 2000 in the state of Haryana in northern India. He said the castrations took place in a hospital run by the Dara organization, which often described as a cult. Quote, they were told that only those who get castrated will be able to meet God, said Chauhan's lawyer, Nafargas Singh, according to the Morning Herald. Ram Rahim has headed the Dera Sachasada, which boasts a following of about 50 million people for more than 2 decades. In addition to his religious duties, he also dabbles in music and film, earning the moniker of the Guru in Bling for his gaudy, glittering outfits and extravagant lifestyle. So it's just, again, like, I want to, like, look this up and see if we have any updates on this, but, I just read the headline, and I felt like we needed to talk about that just a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's,
So here's my question. Here's my first question. What would it take for you to castrate yourself?
Oh, a lot of money.
Yeah, either like a life-altering amount of money, like where I can, replace everything I've lost with, treatments and shit, or, obviously to save my life, like if I found I had nut cancer in both nuts.
Not meaning God?
No,
because like I don't know that I want to get in a fight.
Oh boy, this guy is interesting. I'm just pulling up his Wikipedia real quick.
That's what I did. I was gonna say, wow.
Yeah, in addition to a 2017 rape conviction, he was also convicted of being involved in the murder of journalist Ramchandra Chhatrapati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life in prison.
Wild dude.
Yeah.
Wild dude.
Yeah, and that's a year after he got bail for the castration thing.
Yeah, wow. Interesting, wild stuff. Oh, yeah. What's always fun is kind of looking... Okay, let's just look under controversies here. Okay, obviously rape conviction.
Oof.
And it was 2 of them. And then there was 2 murder convictions. Castration of followers. He was prosecuted for being involved in enforcing castration of hundreds of followers. He denied the charges. Yeah, I would too. He was granted bail in the case involving... So, of all the shit, he may not have actually, like, encouraged the castration.
Mm-hmm.
So, we are going to move into cults eventually to a degree, but this is probably not the type of guy we will cover.
No.
But I read that headline and I just wanted to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's pretty fucking crazy. And what is it about cults and cutting your balls off? I don't really... Like, okay, this guy said to meet God, and, like, it wasn't really encouraged in Heaven's Gate, but, like, some people did it, and it was... Mm-hmm. And I think Marshall Applewhite did it because he couldn't deal with the fact that he was homosexual. And
yeah, it's... A lot of it, like, is a power thing, I think, as well.
I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say is, like, if you get people to cut their balls off, you can get them to do fucking anything.
Yeah. Like,
but it's also like an access to sex in a way too,
I guess, or like, just denying sex to people. I don't know.
That's also like the power thing, right? It's like only the leader of the cult gets to fuck.
Yeah. Now, do you remember in Guardians when, or maybe it was one of the Avengers when Rocket met Bucky and said, "I need your arm." It's kind. I just picture him doing like that. I need you to cut your balls off.
Oh, Jesus.
See, it's the ultimate cucking.
Oh God, man, this show talks so much about cucks.
It's the new thing. Everybody just talking about cuck.
They see me cucking. Anyway, yeah. Oh God, that's fucked, dude.
Yeah. So that article was 2015, and apparently he may not it was probably a thing where it's like he didn't exactly stop it either.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, he might have said something about it, and then everybody started doing it, and he's just sitting there going, "Yeah, no, go ahead." No.
It's just whoa, guys. I mean, okay. I mean, that's how you want to do this.
I mean, it's optional. You don't have to.
Right?
Yeah.
So, just interesting. There's not a whole lot to it because it's such an old thing, but like I wanted to read that because interesting times.
Well, it also talks about the number of times he's been given 12-hour to 40-day paroles for like family and religious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like his most recent one was November of 2023.
It's interesting. I'll put it that way.
I don't know. I feel like if you're in prison for life, maybe you don't get 20-day paroles to.
Or how about they come to you? If anyone needs to see you, they come to you at the prison.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's how we do it here, and I feel like murder and castration are some pretty big reasons to not be let out in public again.
So, not a whole lot to that, but I felt like we should talk about that.
No, that's completely fair, and I'm glad you brought it up. And, I look forward to more cult talk in the very near future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got some... We've got an episode coming up pretty soon, I believe, and then I've got to jump in with... I was going to do an entire episode on a cult that was out here where I live.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to kind of stitch them into yours, so I think you're kind of talking about cults in general in that one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll do a 4 cult episode, because I don't think there's enough information about each of these to warrant an episode. So.
Well, and the other thing, we're also kind of pro-cult because of the Discordians.
Well, kinda. That's a religion.
And I'm still working.
One person's religion is another person's cult.
Okay, let's not get into Mormons.
I'm still also working on founding my own cult.
Oh yeah. We kind of half-assed a cult a while back at work. We called it the Crustaceanists. Where we worship crabs.
Yeah, because all life comes from and reverts back to crabs.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, one thing I figured out is I can think of one cult where you would never have castration.
Oh, what's that?
Cult de Sac.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
You guys.
Maybe
killing me here.
It was an all-lady cult.
Okay, that too, but there's... Anyway, we're not going to get into that. So, thank you, David, for that. I'm glad you brought it up. I did not know about this.
Yeah, it's one of those I think I might have heard about at one point, but completely slipped my memory until I'm I don't even know how I found it. Was I looking up castration? I don't know.
What are you doing between shows?
I don't know. I'm just trying to find topics, man.
Okay. So, Mike, what have you got for your next one?
So I did have an older story, but then I happened to just be glancing through news stuff, and I have fresh, hot news off the presses.
Uh-oh.
Via Gizmodo. eBay sent critics a bloody pig mask. Now it's paying a $3 million fine.
Holy shit.
Which, for eBay is chump change. They
but still.
Probably cut back on their, weird topiaries and save that much money. But
okay, here's the fucked up thing. My first thought when you mentioned bloody pig mask.
Yeah.
Pig cheek is delicious, and if it's still bloody, that means that cheek is probably still pretty good, so they just sent someone really good barbecue.
But it's a mask. It's not a real pig.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's not a plastic mask.
I mean, it's it's weird, but it would lose the impact if in The Godfather he pulled back the sheets and it was just one of those horse masks.
Yes. So, eBay agreed to pay out a $3 million fine, the maximum criminal penalty, over a twisted scandal that saw top executives and other employees stalking a couple in Massachusetts who published a newsletter that criticized the company.
I remember when this started.
Yeah, I heard about some of this. The harassment campaign included online threats, sending employees to surveil the couple's home.
Holy shit.
And mailing them disturbing objects, which, eBay, they have access to that kind of shit, including live spiders and cockroaches.
Oh, so they shipped him some stuff from Sephora then.
Yes. A bloody pig mask and a book. Now, this is the most fucked up thing. a book on recovering from the death of a spouse.
Holy shit, that's bad.
That right there is, I think, a threat. And they really, I mean, someone should have went to jail for that shit.
Oh yeah,
That's a
definitely.
threat. That you cannot argue in any way that that's not a threat.
Yeah, no, that is definitely a threat.
The Justice Department charged eBay with obstruction of justice, witness tampering, stalking through interstate travel, and stalking through online communication.
Wow.
eBay's former security director, James Baugh, and former director of global resiliency, David Harville, are both serving jail time. Okay, good.
Good.
For their roles in the scheme.
I was going to say, what's next? The whole company going to run for president?
But these sounds like patsies because, the director of security.
Oh, yeah, this is sacrificial goat shit.
Maybe the director of global resiliency. I don't even know what the fuck that word is.
I don't know.
Maybe he was like the one doing all the masterminding. But yeah, the security director is not like looking at online critiques and
unless somebody like brought it to his attention or something. He's like, we gotta get that motherfucker.
Okay, it's resiliency. I just never seen it as a resiliency.
Okay, so it's kind of like me seeing Horst of Ors or Tupi for the first time.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Can you pronounce that again? How did you pronounce that?
Resiliency.
No. Kevin.
Horst of Ors, and Tupi. Hors d'oeuvres and toupee. The first time I saw them,
almost had a fucking heart attack.
Sorry, the first time I saw them, I was just like, "The hell's a Horst of Ors?"
Oh, I almost had a heart attack.
Sorry,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I was pronouncing them the way I saw them the first time.
Yeah, I could see the.
Holy shit!
Yeah. This is an ongoing.
You're an English teacher, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that would hurt me.
What was one of our friends? What was his word?
Devasitator?
Yeah. No.
Derivation.
Well, not him. The other one. The one he lives with. W.
Oh.
He had a word.
Yeah. Okay. Banal.
Oh yes.
Banal.
Yeah, banal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he says banal, and I was like, oh, well, you're just being so anal.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody has words like that, but this is a new one for me.
Yeah. Okay.
So
why?
I can see how the director of global resiliency is responsible for critic
response.
Yeah, and this is obviously the complete wrong way to take care of your critics. So
for real, right?
Yeah. But they're both serving jail time for their roles in the scheme. The couple, Ina and David Steiner, published a statement on their website Thursday. Quote, eBay's actions against us had a damaging and permanent impact on us, emotionally, psychologically, physically, reputationally, and financially.
You're goddamn right it did.
The Steiners wrote, we strongly pushed federal prosecutors for further indictments to deter corporate executives and board members from creating a culture where stalking and harassment is tolerated or encouraged. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
everything they did is wrong.
So here's the thing: is they push for corporate personhood. Well, the whole company should serve jail time.
Oh yeah, no, every single person who works for eBay should be in jail right
now.
Not
really, but there needs to be like the corporate version of jail.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know,
dissolving the company.
That's when you take the companies and make them a public utility.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Run by the U.S. government.
Well, it could be worse fates.
Sure, I guess. I mean, I
think that should, to not put on my, eat the rich socialism cap, but that should be a valid
threat.
Yeah, valid punishment for companies.
Yeah, to
be socialized if they don't behave correctly.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Of course, money has bought all our politicians, so that'll never happen. But
I still feel like they should be wearing NASCAR uniforms with their sponsors.
Oh yes, no, that would...
I'm just saying, if we had more guillotines, a lot of problems would be solved.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. I think I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
So, continuing on, the criminal activity seems to have started at the top of the company.
Ooh.
In 2019, Ina Steiner published an article on the couple's newsletter, E-Commerce Bites. Oh, that's a mouthful. E-Commerce Bites, discussing a lawsuit eBay brought against Amazon. Half an hour later, eBay's then CEO, that's quite the high up, C-suite attention, Devin Winning, sent another executive message saying, quote, "If you are ever going to take her down, now is the time." Oh, shit, dog.
Damn.
Yeah, this is some actionable.
Like, how fucking incriminating can you get as a corporation? Jesus Christ.
Kidding. Everybody that's named in this article should be in jail already.
I literally just finished watching Echo, and like the kingpin is more subtle than eBay here.
Yeah, according to court documents. The message was forwarded to Baugh, who responded that Steiner was, quote, a, quote, biased troll who needs to get burned down.
Jesus
All
fuck.
caps. Wenning, who resigned later that year, denied any knowledge of the criminal activity and wasn't charged with a crime. Oh, I didn't know. I just said they should take her down.
Then why did you put Then why'd you put the addendum? No, seriously, light them on fire. At the end of the
No, that was a different guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that was Ball. That was the security guy, I think, chief of security.
God damn.
The Steiners are currently suing Wenning for his role in the campaign to, quote, intimidate, threaten to kill, torture, terrorize, stalk, and silence them.
Jesus. God
so
damn
good.
Christ.
There's still stuff ongoing.
Good.
Yeah, no, these
Fucking
fuckers.
good.
Quote, "We continue to extend our deepest apologies to the Steiners for what they endured," said Jamie Inano, eBay's current CEO, in a press statement. Quote, "Since these events occurred, new leaders have joined the company and eBay has strengthened its policies, procedures, controls, and training. eBay remains committed to upholding high standards of conduct and ethics and to making things right with the Steiners."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they probably are, but...
It's because they got caught.
Yes.
Otherwise, no.
A total of 7 eBay employees and contractors have been convicted for their involvement in stalking and harassing the Steiners, according to the Department of Justice. In addition to Baugh and Harville, the list includes Stephanie Pop and Philip Cook, who were both sentenced to jail time in 2022. Stephanie Stockwell and Veronica Zia were each sentenced to 1 year of home confinement that same year. Brian Gilbert pleaded guilty and is currently awaiting sentencing.
You know what I think the punishment for this should be? Have your fingers cut off.
No, that's...
Because you've been typing and doing this shit. Cut your fingers off.
But, you know, jail time is, I think, fine. A fine enough punishment.
So you're telling me I shouldn't buy bags of D&D dice on eBay anymore?
Oh, no.
It's not the person selling it on eBay's fault.
Okay.
Yeah. And
you can get them on Etsy, too.
It's the whole,
That's fair.
There's no ethical consumerism under capitalism.
Yep.
I mean, you just kind of have to hold your nose. And I don't doubt that eBay's never going to pull this kind of shit again. Like, this seemed to be...
I would hope not, fuck.
This seemed to be one pathologically vindictive C-suite and a bunch of cronies who were willing to, go along with it to curry favor.
Sure.
So, hopefully something like this doesn't happen again. But still, you don't really hear... I wonder how long this guy was with the company. Maybe
I don't know.
This sounds like someone that's probably been with them since they were small. And so, because, an actual...
Very secure in his position at the time.
Secure in his position and just, kind of juvenile? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like Wozniak hoping to have people assassinated or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God. God, I can't imagine Wozniak doing that.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I can picture...
you don't expect, a guy who fucking works at eBay to try to have people killed.
Yeah, I mean, Wozniak, I expect to not clean the backseat of his car out, but definitely not murder.
This sounds like something Elon would do.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for the books to be open on that asshole.
Actually, this seems like I don't think Elon would go this far. This seems like worse than what he would do. Like I would say he wouldn't do some terrible shit.
Zuckerberg, maybe.
No, I think both of them are a little more.
No, like Zuckerberg's the only billionaire who's kind of like doing shit right because he just like fucked off to a compound in Hawaii and now he's raising beef that eats macadamia nuts.
Yeah, but fuck him nonetheless. I mean,
yeah, no, obviously
no.
Like he shouldn't have that much money, but also like he's doing the right thing. Like if I had that fuck you money, I'd open up a compound and feed beef macadamia nuts.
I guess.
Why not? It'd be delicious.
So Devin Wenning, the CEO that was said to get him, basically, he joined eBay in September 2011.
Oh, okay. It's not been there that long.
So I mean, that was a good while.
Yeah.
So from 2011 to 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's some shit.
Well, fuck.
So apparently he was in Reuters before that, and was CEO of Thomson Reuters Markets.
Now, you said Reuters or Reuters?
Reuters.
Okay,
yeah. Okay. You were just trying to upset me again.
No. That's one of those that I never pronounced right either.
Okay.
That's one of those I've heard it both ways. You know, it's probably
Reuters, Reuters, Rudders.
Yeah, I've never heard Rudders, but
oh, okay.
But yeah,
wow.
I said General Motors. He's on the board of General Motors. eBay,
wow.
Reuters. Yeah, so
that's fucked up.
He's a lifelong C-suite guy. It seems like so.
And to throw all that away to threaten people.
Yeah, no kidding.
But then again, pretty much all C-suites are some form of the psychotics.
Pretty much.
Sociopaths, something. I mean, yeah, I think you kind of have to be to, and there is something to be said. So I watched the Blackberry movie.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
It's pretty good. And they really were just a couple of guys in a little Canadian office building. And the only thing that catapulted them, forward was they got their own trained shark, is like I like to think about it. And I think in a lot of instances you need a trained shark that's on your side. Problem is those sharks tend to bite you, and that's what happened to them.
Yeah.
That was kind of their downfall, was their executive guy that, knew business and took care of business. Well, he, started taking care of himself more than the business. But if he wasn't for him, they probably would never have gotten out of that little office either.
Yep.
They were trying to push this revolutionary idea of a, phone that could do emails, and nobody was buying.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we need. We need our own trained shark to go hunt for us, and then eventually burn us down.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what we're getting David to do.
Now, instead of sharks, how about we do spiders?
Ooh,
Wolf spiders,
yeah.
particularly, because I know how we can get a bunch of those really fast.
Dude, what if we can get them all together and stuff them in a trench coat?
Oh yeah, no, that'd be good.
No, what you do is you slather yourself.
Man.
You slather yourself in the body butter, and then you have spider armor.
Oh yeah,
because then the spiders crawling all over you.
You have spiders, have a trench coat over all your spiders.
A bunch of fucking spiders.
Someone comes to rob you. You just open the trench coat and splash the butter on the perpetrator.
You shake someone's hand. All of a sudden, all these spiders come out of your sleeve and crawl up your arm.
They like you. Well, thank you for that, Mike. I'm glad you found something really new and topical.
Hot, fresh, crusty news.
Hot wheat. Wait, I don't know why I said that. Anyway.
Hot wheat.
Hot wheat.
Fuck me.
Just a fucking slice of wheat bread, not even toasted, literally just hot
wheat.
We're talking about cream of wheat?
No,
just
bread,
a
Mike.
Slice of wheat bread, just not even toasted,
bread,
though.
Just Raw wheat.
Like
hot.
microwave.
Just hot grain.
Microwave wheat. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Fuck.
What the? We're gonna have to make that a shirt. Hot wheat. With an exclamation point.
Love that hot wheat.
Shut up. Shut up. I feel
It's not
shame.
even toasted. Someone just put it in the microwave.
Shut up. David, I've got revenge for that, though.
Okay.
My next story's from phantomsandmonsters.com.
Hot rye.
Shut up. Shut up or I'll throw hot pumpernickel at you.
Steamy barley.
Hot sourdough.
Shit. Oh, God, my sides hurt now.
Hot
Okay.
wheat. What the fuck?
Shut up. Shut up.
That is the most random shit you have ever said. Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I don't know why that was so funny to me.
Because it was stupid as shit. I've had to take my glasses off. All right. So this is from phantomsandmonsters.com. It's posted last Thursday, and I'm going to try to get done crying here. Mississippi cousins encounter upright werewolf on dark rural road.
Maybe kissing cousins?
I don't know. As you know, I never vet articles from Phantoms and Monsters. So, this is the first time I've read it as well. All I know is that they're from Winona, Mississippi, which is about an hour and a half north of us.
I've been near Winona.
Yeah, you got to pass through Pickens, which it's south of Duck Hill.
Some of these places you're naming do not sound real at all. What
Welcome
the
to
actual
fucking
fuck?
Mississippi.
I've heard that in Pickens things are slim.
Oh, balls. It's on 55, though. You can just get on I-55 north and take the Winona exit.
Well, if you think that doesn't sound real, we have a town called Hot Coffee.
And there's Mississippi, with a population of 2.
They're going to rename themselves Hot Wheat?
Shut up! I'll destroy you. All right. A young Mississippi man and his cousin were on a dark rural road looking for deer when they came across a 7-foot-tall upright cryptid canine that boldly approached them. I received the following account. So we're going to start the quote. In the mid-1980s, because I have to do that voice with these, my cousin and I saw this. I'd call it a werewolf. We saw it on a gravel road, but I was raised as a Christian, so seeing something like this, it looked like it was beautiful, but it was evil, and it bothered me for a long time. Which, already loaded for bear here with this Christian and evil werewolf that he found beautiful. I came back from Dallas, Texas to my little town of Winona, Mississippi, where I was raised. My cousin said, they're having this Christmas party, and I said, look, I want to see a deer. Because I haven't seen a deer in a long time.
Just want to see a deer.
Yep.
Sounds like they were trying to go headlight or spotlight hunting, and
Yep.
They watched the first 20 minutes of Bambi and just like, you know what? I really want to see a live deer. I want to know everything's going to be okay.
I want to blast the guts out of something.
Look, if you're we're in Mississippi. If you want to see a fucking deer, you just drive down a road in the middle of the night. You're going to see a fucking deer.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's what they were doing.
Yep. Well, this next sentence is a little weird because I have no idea what the fuck this is. She said, we'll take this poor house road, this little gravel road between these two main highways. And so we're riding in a little Toyota pickup, and the headlights hit what I thought was a deer. It was kind of hunched over in the road, and she says, there's one! And she took off real fast with the bright lights on, and we stopped maybe 25 feet from it, just thinking, it's going to run off into the woods and everything. But it stayed there, and it raised up, and it was like maybe 7 feet tall. But it had its back to us, and a little like a rabbit or something took off. I remember seeing it going off to the right, and just for maybe a second, it blurred. It kind of moved back and forth. You can't see the pattern on the top because it becomes like a blur when it starts spinning. What?
Was it chasing its tail?
I guess. That's why I think maybe it was from another dimension, because it spun like that. I mean, it kind of like blurred, then it stopped, and then it turned around and it walked straight, not like a regular animal running in the woods to the left and the right to get away. Then it came straight for the driver's side of the Toyota. I was in the passenger side, and it was really, I mean, it had fur, it had mud on the rump of it, and it was like wider in the middle. Like you said, it was kind of leaning over toward the front, walking. The legs were big, like a donkey or a mule or a horse. But they were like a wolf. They had that backwards look. It was an animal, but I don't know. I thought about it for years. I didn't know. Did I see a spirit? I don't know. It had mud on it, and it wasn't afraid of us. I think back now, and it could have killed us if it wanted to. It walked right by. Then it got to the front of the Toyota. It was a 2-wheel drive. I was on the passenger side. It was so tall that I couldn't see when it got close to the front. And it started walking right down her side of the truck. And she looked up at the thing. She looked straight up at it. I couldn't see what was going on. All I could see was the fur and the rump and all that as it came by her driver's side window, and she made this weird sound like she was sucking air. Like she just looked straight. And I turned around and looked, and as it walked by the back mirror of the truck, and it just it walked funny like a dog's legs on the back, There are many different when a dog stands up. That's a sentence. It looks like it's almost crippled when it walks. Its knees were backwards.
Jesus Christ.
And as it went by, I thought, my God, you know what? What is that? And it jumped up on a little sage grass bank, and it kind of cocked its head and looked at me just with its right eye. It never looked me right in the eyes, like straight over. I think I would have passed out. My cousin, when it jumped off in the woods, she said, "That didn't look right." And we're still sitting there idling. It was so bold, it came along her truck and walked real slow. It wasn't running or anything like an animal, it just walked. It wasn't afraid, and I said, "It looked like a wolf." And she looked at me and she said, "You saw the same thing I saw?" She later went to the preacher and she asked him, what was it? He said some people see demons and some people see angels. But for years, it bothered me so badly until I started seeing sketches of it. I thought, okay, it's exactly what we saw, and it really helped me.
Okay, first of all, fuck you. Secondly, I love that, the thing is, it's an entirely peaceful encounter, but at one point, they quite literally say, it could have killed us.
It could have killed us. It had mud on its butt. It walked cripple, and it's a demon.
It's a demon.
God. And the way they describe the legs, 4 different times.
Yeah, no, I just love the what was it again? Like a donkey or a mule or a horse, but like a wolf. I love this site sometimes. That was my favorite so far. Backwards.
Backwards. Now, was that how it was written? Or
no,
was
it wasn't, but that's me taking some liberties.
Okay, no, I appreciate, as a note, that was a good impulse.
Thank you, because I'm from here.
You know the people.
I know these people.
They the writer upclassed it, and you brought it back down to reality.
I reeled it right back into reality. Oh my God, that's great! I love that story. It just the almost crippled when it walks. God damn.
Right.
No, my favorite part was his cousin going, "They didn't look right." Just, what the fuck, woman? Oh God. So that's my last one for the week, and that's revenge for making fun of my hot wheat.
Hot wheat.
Oh God, shut up, Mike. Jim Flanagan is somewhere and his ears perked up.
Or no, he like shivered and cringed.
Oh, someone mentioned the gutter set. Okay, so we got questions, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have an X, by the way? We haven't done X in a while.
Shit, I haven't even looked, to be honest.
We'll do it next time.
Tell you what, I will... okay, yeah. While we're answering questions, I will look and see if there's something.
All right. So, first question is from Ghostforge, as always. Okay, so I know Kevin hates Wes Anderson's films, but has he seen the SNL parody skit, and does he like that? Elaborate, please. Okay, I have not seen the sketch. I cannot say whether I like it. Elaboration, I still hate Wes Anderson.
Hate's such a strong word, though.
It's a strong word that's accurate.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't see how you can hate the guy.
It feels pretentious to me. Like, if you look up pretentious film in the dictionary, you'd see Wes Anderson.
There's plenty worse pretentious.
I guess, but like in my head, he fits into that like water in a pitcher.
Did you not even like the Fantastic Mr. Fox?
I didn't see that one.
Oh, that one's so good.
Well, maybe.
Give that one a try. Tell you what, give that one a try.
It's stop motion, so I may give that one a shot.
I haven't seen many Wes Anderson, but the ones I've seen have been fine. Like, they weren't my favorite movies, but they had interesting bits to them. I mean, yeah, their framing can be a bit, ooh, look what I can do.
Yeah.
But the So Can, what's his name? Chris Nolan.
Oh, yeah. No. I want to just see a Wes Anderson movie and someone force him to do a Dutch angle.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was
fun. I like that. I like that idea.
I'm gonna watch Asteroid City just to spite Kevin.
Oh, fuck off.
I liked Asteroid City.
I think the only movie I can remember off the top of my head of his that I've seen is Grand Budapest, which was fun.
Okay. Just watch the Fantastic Mr. Fox. Fuck.
Okay, I'll find it.
It's a good
and I'll
one.
check it out.
It's got William Dafoe playing a giant rat with a knife, which is his.
You had me at hello.
Yeah, it's his perfect role.
The Fantastic Mr. Fox. Fuck. Okay, I'll look for it.
Yep, that's it.
No, it's good, man. It's fun. I think you will definitely enjoy that one. It's
okay.
Yeah.
So after that, Kick-Assatron. Just how legit is this? Will it actually not summon demons or whatnot? It is the Holy Spirit board by Holy Spirit Games, Christian religious talking board for seance and with planchette. And I fully believe that this is legit because Christians will find a way to work anything into their religion hard.
Oh, I saw a thing this week that there's a Christian game like Steam version of Steam, like it has all kinds of Christian games on it. But it's not like Steam. It's more like a Christian.
Does it have Super Noah's Ark?
No, I mean it's got a bunch of its own Flash quality games, but it's basically a Christian version of like Xbox Game Pass, really, because you pay a subscription,
to
get access to all these Christian games.
Yeah.
And they all look fairly terrible.
Well, and we talk about like Christians putting a Christian spin on stuff that you wouldn't expect. The whole like Christians with crystals thing.
Oh yeah, no, that's a thing. And then there was something else I read about recently, like that, and it's just completely slipped my mind. But like, if you have a Christian that's into something, they will find a way to work it into their religion, like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Every single crude crayon drawing of Sonic the Hedgehog kneeling before the crucifix.
Yeah, not just crucifix, but like literally Jesus on the cross dying.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so next, Kick-Assatron once again. What kind of challenges do you run into while doing research? Are some things more difficult due to cultural or ethical considerations? That's a good question.
I'll jump in here real quick because this is
Sure.
what I was hinting at earlier with the sludge thing.
Okay, and I've got
yeah.
my own thoughts on it too.
Yeah, so the big problem I'm facing right now is just sludge. No matter what subject I'm researching, it's just anytime there's tangentially anything that you might be interested in researching, you're going to have to filter through, 20 AI generated garbage, TikTok bullshit. Like, it's just that's the hardest part. Like for the frog episode, I had a ton of sources in that one, but I had to go through so many more just to find stuff because people. It's also like the woo-woo crystal thing has kind of latched on to like Egyptian mythology and everything like that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
If I'm looking up stuff for Heket or whatever, I'm going to have to dive through all that garbage. And then there were more than a couple of websites that were very much kind of like that clickbait.
Yeah. Well, that's
kind of like when we did the Starseed quiz.
Oh, yeah.
There were a couple different websites that had Starseed quizzes, and that was the least offensive one that I could find to my sensibilities.
Yeah, see, it's kind of like how the white supremacists have latched on to like Norse mythology.
Yeah.
So anytime somebody comes in the store and they have like a pendant of Thor's hammer, I'm like, are you into that or are you into the other thing? Which one is it?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as challenges go, for me, it's just, God, everything comes back to anti-Semitism or just, racism. That is the hardest thing for me is trying to find a topic that doesn't boil down to the Jews did it, and that just fuck.
Another one to throw out there is like lack of availability of certain materials.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, the material that you want, you're gonna have to pay out the ass for.
Yeah. No, that's been another big problem is finding materials in general.
Yeah, which is why I tend to lean on the databases a lot more for like tangential stuff. But like, if I want to bust out like a book on magic, I'm gonna have to spend probably like $100 just to...
I've got a bunch that I posted in our thing.
But,
so.
but you know what I mean.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just again that's we're really trying our hardest to like find good sources, and I've been very much vocal about like us putting in those links, and even if you're not mentioning the source by name in the episode,
we
at least in mine, you see me hyperlink shit.
Yeah,
so it's one of those things where it's like whatever sources I can get, and you have to vet every single one of them too. That's the other problem.
Yep, and. Just not related to us, one of my favorite stories about source problems was when last podcast was doing Nazis and the occult, and Marcus would like read this long web page and be fascinated, and then it turns out it's just a fucking supplement for Call of Cthulhu Delta Green, which is a fucking role-playing game.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. We have another one from Ghost Forge asking, of the episodes you've done thus far, which is your favorite, and if different, which is the most memorable? So, I want to start with Mike. Mike, what's been your favorite episode we've done?
I don't know.
Why was it Time Cube?
That did pop into my head, but
Yeah.
that was torturous, so I can't say it was fun. I did enjoy doing Frog Facts last week.
Yeah.
That was amusing.
Yep. No, that was a lot of fun.
I don't know. Other than those two, I can't think of any other off the top of my head.
Okay. How about you, David?
So, what? Can you rephrase? Can you give me the question again? It was
of the
favorite episode and most memorable.
Favorite episode, and if it's different, which is the most memorable?
Favorite episode, I think for me is still Cosmic Death Fungus.
Right.
I feel like I was able to like tap into an interesting avenue that I hadn't seen explored very much.
Sure.
I was very happy with what I had accomplished on that one.
Yeah.
Most memorable episode though, that's a tricky one. I think for me it was the Dancing Madness. There's just something about that one that I constantly think about.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
And then one day you're going to die dancing, so that makes sense. I kind of feel like my favorites were... I kind of feel like the frog episode was one of my favorites, but like if I had to choose one of my own, I don't know, probably All Them Aliens. That felt like a magnum opus for me.
Yeah, All Them Aliens, fantastic. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, and other than that, I personally really like the Whitley Strieber Communion episode, but I know a lot of people felt that was dry, and Mike was a little pissed off at me for taking it so seriously. But,
no, I think that was it's such a raw and visceral account. I think there's something admirable to that one. I think it was super interesting. It's definitely memorable because it's different than our usual tact.
Yeah, and
not
I just
in a bad way.
I was just so taken with the subject. So now, of course, nowadays you look at it and it's like, well, this is probably mental illness. But anyway, we've got another question from Darth Plato. Which, hey, buddy, how you doing? Why they got to be frog men? Why not toad men? Followed by, or frog, Kickasatron says, or frog women.
Considering that we still have books on shelves from the paranormal community saying that the pyramids were built by aliens, clearly they haven't, woken up yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As far as toads, I guess they didn't have as many bumps.
Well, yeah, and it's all kind of interchangeable anyway, because when they would mention, I'm treating this question more seriously than I think they intended, but also back in Europe, a salamander, would be considered a frog,
right? No,
during those times, because again, the taxonomy wasn't they weren't thinking about these things in the way that we do, contemporary.
Right. And as far as or women, it's seriously, it was the 1950s, and
hey, I didn't see no froggy milkers, so
yeah. Oh God, and it could have been a female. Maybe the wand was to impregnate them. I don't know.
And that's the thing. We're just pulling from the research. You know what I mean?
It's all resource.
So my take is that for the frog part of it, so toads are part of the frog genus. Not genius. It's genus, not never mind.
We get the point
there. My joke got tongue twisted. But
joke
anyway,
go poof.
But yeah, no, so they could be toads, they're just still considered frogs.
Right.
But also I think we're using we're using man in the mankind sense here. Just like,
like Wolfman.
Yes. Well, yeah. Yeah. It's not a gendered term.
It's not meant to be a gendered term. I don't know.
Frog
with
person.
Being Ohio, it may be a gendered term.
Well, I mean, they're saying frogman, but I'm sure they don't mean male frog person. They're just saying frogman because it's like a human.
Right.
Yeah.
It started raining.
I'm not sure if anyone can hear that, but it just started raining on the shack that Mike and I record in. So,
but yeah, no, I think because I do get a little annoyed when people take the man. And it is archaic to say that. But
it's frogman in the same way it's mankind.
That
the other.
Mankind.
The other thing is, none of this exists, so...
It's still an iguana with the tail lopped off.
Sorry, Mike, you go ahead.
I was just saying that, I think maybe we should go back to calling males wereman. Have wereman and wooman.
Oh,
Did we used to do that?
Yeah, that was the taxonomy. That's where werewolf comes from.
Oh, wow.
Because it would be
so a female would be a woolwolf.
Woolwolf, yes.
A woolwolf?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're adopting that on the show. It's werewolves and woolwolves.
We just dropped the were off the male part, but not the female part.
So, weremankind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, it'd be just wereman.
Oh.
You're a wereman, she's a woman.
Man, okay, weremankind.
We're all mankind.
You get bitten by a Mick Foley, and at the full moon, you turn into mankind with a sock on your hand. I'm smitten with that idea now.
A weremankind.
Yes, a weremankind. Well, all right, thanks for the questions, guys. That was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. David, nothing from X, huh?
Actually, there might be a development in the cosmic death fungus community.
Ooh. Oh, well, let's go into
there seems to be a little bit of a schism.
A schism?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Pigeon poop or dove poop, I'm guessing.
Well, no, apparently there is this new thing that split off of cosmic death fungus in the community, and now there seems to be some infighting about, like... So the name of the thread is... BSP, or Biospiritual Parasitism General.
The hell?
Yeah, so formerly /CDF, which is Cosmic Death Fungus. Disclaimer, disregard any and all posts promoting the use of chlorine dioxide /MMS. It is a bleach. So, getting into this, quote, pulling back the veil of parasites, pathogens, fungi, and archons, and other attachments which cause damage to our biospirit, making us unwell physically, spiritually, and emotionally. We intend to explore every avenue to get rid of these cosmic hijackers. This is Biospiritual Parasitism General. They get into something called the parasite pill. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you say archons?
Yes.
God damn it.
Because we were getting into that with the cosmic death fungus. I didn't focus so much on the woo-woo stuff. Yeah,
no, it's all the cybernetic, undead, alien Jew babies.
Yeah, so this is an evolution of CDF, but apparently the next post in the thread, attempted association with SC's trip name and co-branding with CDF is completely misleading. Legit CDF threads can be found here, and SC's trip code can also be verified. And they link to another Chan board. We are in no way associated with the parasite pill or these threads. Scrolling through the archive link above will lead you to legit sources. There is no need for the parasite pill if using the CDF protocol. The compounds are also anti-parasitic. Any user experience reports claims about the protocol or its authors should be considered a work of fiction. This message will be shared periodically until any association with CDF is removed. There's a little bit of a war going on.
This is weird as fuck.
Yeah, no, because, we had talked about, like, how this was gonna kind of become its own thing, but I'm wondering if it's gonna end up cannibalizing itself.
Oh, I hope so.
Because you have this kind of split going on where people are emphasizing, like, parasites, and they're factoring in and building on, because the work that they're referencing in that initial post includes the NAC protocol document that we used.
Right.
Just there seems to be some sort of
schism
fighting going on.
That's just weird to me. It's like the alien arguments, when people argue about it. It's like you're all arguing about your headcanon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's literally... They got too far into the LARP, and now they're kind of, like, fighting over their interpretation of it.
Oh, God. That's terrible. Wow, that's real sad, dude.
Let's see. I am planning on revising and combining CDF and PPG PDFs. The conspiratorial language is definitely not okay. We need to focus solely on what works. Drinking bleach is not a strategy that works, and it isn't up for debate.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, wild, man. This is wild.
That's fucking nuts, man.
Oh, man.
Man, I can't believe we're going to have to do a part 2 of that.
Is diarrhea common after ingesting raw garlic while fasting?
God fucking
It's the first
damn
time I am doing any sort of cleanse.
Oh.
Man.
Honey, yes. Diarrhea. You do anything crazy like that, and diarrhea is a guarantee.
Yeah, damn near anything you do, you're going to shit yourself.
You upset your normal, eating routine. You fucking, look, if you go to another country and just eat the food, it's going to give you diarrhea.
It's wild. I'm really interested in all of this. Okay, I think I may have found a little bit of a summary of what's going on here. I just kind of...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
I think we'll have to come back.
I'll look this up.
Yeah. What we can do is next week in Weird, you can do a topic update for us.
An addendum.
An addendum?
Cosmic death fungus addendum.
Addendum?
Addendum.
Addendum would be genes.
Addendum.
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 Yes, yes.
Addendum.
It's very dumb. Well, thanks, David. I appreciate that.
Yes, thanks for taking the sanity hit for us.
Yep.
That is just wild stuff, man. I'm so intrigued because all signs with the cosmic death fungus thing were like pointing it towards becoming like a QAnon thing, but now it's almost like it's kind of like sinking in with the whole ivermectin anti-parasitic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just holy fuck, dude.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, that's it for this week, I think.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, thank you everyone for listening. If you want to learn anything about the show, you can head to supernatpod.rocks. Again, check out the page about the zine if you're interested in contributing. You can also find a link to our Patreon, our Discord, social media, the whole shebang. You can find it at supernatpod.rocks. That is supernatpod.rocks. You can find us on the social media. We are all on Mastodon, and you can find the show at supernatpod at weirdo.network, and there's a link to all of our individual accounts in that. So, thank you everyone for listening. We will see you next week with another topic. So until then, stay safe and stay frosty. Goodbye.
Bonus frog fact: frogs do not care for our gender constructs.
I believe that.
May your spiders be plentiful and your wheat be hot.
God damn it. Hot wheat.
Man, I want some cream of wheat now.
Yeah.